Yes. What up, y'all? All right, WZAK, Sam Sylk Show, and you can take us with you. Download the ZAK app. Now available on podcasts. We're on demand. Just go to anywhere where you get your podcasts. WZAKCleveland.com, SamSylkWithAY.com, and we are there. Now, coming up, Faison Love. We talked to him. He got into a little trouble.
Yeah.
I just saw that yesterday. But he's headed to the city. So we'll definitely touch down with him today on the show. A couple of tell them how you feel conversations here. They want to try to censor Representative Jasmine Crockett because of, let me go grab the audio, because of this, which I thought was funny.
Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett is being called out by other elected officials for her comments last Saturday at a human rights campaign event.
Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now. And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot mess.
Referring to Governor Greg Abbott as Hot Wheels.
That's not something we do in America today. She's picking on the wrong man, too. She's picking on Greg Abbott.
Right.
He's heard it all, and he can defend himself.
Well, if the issue, though, is picking on disabled people, what about this?
You got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember. Oh, maybe that's what I said.
So that was Donald.
Yeah, that was your guy, Donald Trump.
Yeah.
The leader of the United States of America.
Right.
So should Representative Jasmine Crockett be censored?
No.
Calling him a hot mess?
Well, I mean, her calling him Hot Wheels, they were saying that it was mocking his disability because he is in a wheelchair. He wasn't an accident.
Right.
However, they are the rudest people. I mean, just saying anything, even with this situation with the group chat and the war plans, they have attacked this man who didn't even ask to be in their
dogging
group.
him.
Dogging him, talking about the magazine. He's talking about his credentials as a reporter. Like, you want to throw the stone and hide your hand. You want to be the victim and take no responsibility for nothing. No, we need Jasmine Crockett's energy, please.
All right, what do you got to say about it? 578-0931 ZAK. And then, and we live on Facebook too. And then, of course, Kenya already knew. At first, I didn't want it. I'm tired of y'all on social. Y'all be bothering folks in church all the time. And of course, this clip here that went viral of Pastor Marvin Sapp. Let's listen in during offering time.
And they understand the cost that is involved. There's 1,000 of you. I said, close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna leave together. Y'all ain't going no place but to the restaurant. There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching, it's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. I'm challenging each of you all down here to give a $20 seed. I just think $20 is a lot of money. $20, believe it or not, when my late wife Melinda P. Sapp was alive, was a good date. I could take her to the movies, buy a box of popcorn, get 1 soda, 2 straws. I wasn't cheap. That's swag. I was looking in her eyes. She's looking in my.
Okay, so folks they got something to say because he said close the doors. Ushers close the doors.
It was aggressive.
Huh?
It sounded a little aggressive.
They need to listen. They know when it's offering time. If they have order, you matter of fact, you ain't supposed to do all that walking during offering time unless you coming up to put your money in the thing.
Oh.
That's a form of worship. Ain't the time to be all that talking.
I know, but, I guess if you don't know, if you on social media or something, it just probably sounds a little aggressive.
Yeah, you probably ain't been to church in a while.
Maybe not that type of church.
What's a $20 seed? I'm looking at the comments. What's wrong with asking for a $20 seed?
It's just the fact of saying close the doors. Like, okay, you ain't leaving up out of here until you come up off that bread.
Not right now. We're gonna close the doors. We got, and this is the part that people don't know. Y'all can, and we taking everybody's call. Do you know that church has bills? They have things that need to be done. Those churches that are doing the right thing with the money. Those churches that have outreach out in the city, in the community, paying folks rent, buying groceries. It don't just happen. Like, God doesn't just pour down these coins on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got folks there, and if you got $20, why not? If you don't have 20, you don't have 20. So let me be fair. You don't have 20. If you got 5, you got whatever you can give. But that's just a time of you want to order, and it's part of worship. And yeah.
I mean, listen, closed mouth don't get fed. So I'm not mad at anybody for conducting their business the way that they conduct their business. But I'm just saying, from the outside looking in, if you don't go to a church like that, if they don't ask for an offering quite as aggressively, then, you know, it might take you aback a little bit. Like, okay, what's really happening?
Close the doors, Joe Clark.
Yeah.
Joe Clark.
Yeah, so as you talk about closing me in somewhere, I'm out. I'm not about to wait.
So what do y'all say about that? How do y'all feel about that? 5780931ZAK. We want to get your take on those two. Tell us how you feel. They want to censor Representative Crockett.
Of course they do.
Yeah,
she's speaking too much sense.
Man, come on.
Man, she handed it to him too.
And then those criticizing Pastor Marvin Sapp for telling the ushers to close the doors. It's offering time. You need to close the doors in a lot of these areas during offering time. I'm just keep it real. You better have somebody strapped back there.
I'm with that.
I'm just saying, man.
Close the door then.
Yeah. You know, I want to hear from y'all, especially if your church is out there doing stuff in the community, man. And, you know, people don't want to talk about that. Everybody.
They got to close the door.
Yeah, we take it as offering time.
All right.
It's offering time. Yeah. All right. So what y'all got to say about that? All right. Tell us how you feel. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Sam. Hey, Kenya.
Hey.
So as far as her calling him Hot Wheels, that was funny.
Wasn't it funny?
Oh, my God. I would tell him to paint those wheels and let them be hot.
No, you did not say paint the wheels.
Paint the wheels or have a different wheelchair to go with each outfit. How about that?
Oh, you are wrong. You worse.
Oh, yes.
Then he would be a Hot Wheel. Now, as far as him closing people up in the church, the minute he directed the usher to close that church, I would have had that one little finger up in the air. I would have like, excuse me, and let me get the hell up out of here, okay?
Yes, what?
Because I'm going to give what I want to give. You're not going to lock me up in there. You know, no more locked doors. But I see a... Okay.
You could give. Listen. Let me say this. Let me. For those who don't understand, be wise. Be wise in your giving. All right. Do not put in put your gas bill in, your rent, your mortgage in, and trying to test faith when you already have it. So I'm giving you common sense. But if all you have is $5, then you get $5. You don't let nobody make you feel like, oh my God, I'm so ashamed. All I got is $5.
That ain't what he said.
I know, but if you don't set the standard, I ain't talking about locking the doors. If you don't set the standard, as far as what you may be looking for, you won't get it.
Hey, you must know he
won't.
can get it.
Yeah, that's just me.
Apparently, he know he can get it, and I agree with you, Sam. But again, Kenya, girl, I'm gonna tap you on your shoulder, and you better get out.
They leaving up out. Leaving up out.
We leaving up out. We going to somebody's buffet.
Somewhere, girl.
Somewhere. That $20 gonna get me a mimosa.
Oh my God.
And something to eat. Damn, you play too much.
Hey, well, you know what? Come on over to Sylk's when you leave.
I know you have, Sam. You right around the corner from me. Okay.
Goodbye, girl. See a nut, boy. Welcome to the show. What's up?
Hey, Sam, this is Angelo.
What's
you know
up,
I had
Angelo?
I got to call a comment. My thing is this, man. You supposed to give what you can give.
Yeah.
See, when they all up in there saying give a amount, that ain't what they supposed to do. Because if you ain't got number 20 cents, you put that in there.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
You know, some people feel, look, you got 20, put 20. No, that ain't the way you do it. And I love Marvin Sapp, but right is right. You give what you can give.
You do. But if you need, this is me, if you know you need that light bill, just like people come and ask the church money, if you know that light bill might get cut off in that church, you need to really ask for the money.
But you look at it like this here. Okay, in that case, Sam, if that's the case, what about the people? What about us that don't have $20? That's like why the church. Wait a minute.
Don't give it.
Why the church ain't saying, well, we gonna give this to the people that's come and give it?
Well,
come on now.
Well, I know churches that have paid folks light bill, gas bill, rent, and groceries. So I don't know the type of churches you talking about. So I know the type I'm talking about.
It's supposed to be a private thing, Sam. You don't sit up and say
no. And this is from folk who probably told me, okay, and not necessarily the church saying, you know who we did? We paid Sister Kenya's light bill. Nah, I'm not talking about that. Things are done decent and in order. You don't do that.
Right, but you still supposed to give what you can. You don't get up and say give 20. You know what I'm saying.
Well,
you don't say give 20 because look at it like this here. Y'all knew the church lights. Who don't know the lights the bills got to be paid? Come on, huh?
So what do you do? So let me ask you a question. If the lights are probably going to go out or the gas is going to go off, and you don't ask, you say, give what you get. Because people are stingy when it comes sometimes giving back to God. So let's just be real. And so you just don't say, no, you just let it close down. Is that cool? Yes or no? And there's been a place for the community and people can come, and the church is always doing outreach.
And I
yes or no?
That.
Give me a yes or no. Should they be quiet and don't ask and just let the doors close? Yes or no question.
Oh, okay, Mr. Wealthy. Okay.
It ain't wealthy. It's about me asking a question. I'm just asking a question. I don't have a church. I'm just asking a question.
You don't have a church, yeah. But I got a point and you got a point. That's all I'm gonna say on it because
it's a great debate. I love it. That's why we're talking about
it. And that's why I love you. That's what we talk about because boy, you all right, Sam. That's all I can say to you. You all right, dog. I'm listening. I'm gonna keep listening to Sam Sylk. Even though you got money, everybody ain't like that, man.
Well, you gotta have faith.
Hey, you got the faith. They gotta have faith too. People putting in there what they can. Talk to you, Sam.
Yes, sir.
Hey, tell that beautiful co-host of yours. I said, hey.
You talking to Kenya right here. She's right there, Angelo.
Oh, I love her, Sam. Oh, I Sam on there. Put him off.
You was a fool, Angelo. Later, man. Welcome to the show. Hey, what's up to everybody on social media? What's good? Who is Todd?
This is Todd.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, now Todd probably gonna say Jasmine shouldn't call him Hot Wheels. I already know.
Wow, it's not so much that; it's how and when she does it. She's a perfect example, and I do mean perfect. She's a perfect example of a taxpayer-funded elected employee that spends too much energy trying to be entertaining, quick-witted, and smart aleck. Absolutely, man.
This is what
we have Marjorie Taylor Greene. We have
she's
Trump,
worse.
We have Elon.
He's even worse. Okay. They're all taxpayer-funded employees, Kenya, and they're in that position in order to provide services through the tax dollars that they've been granted control over and their tax dollar employment. And they spend an unusual amount of time being entertaining, quick-witted, sarcastic, in Trump's case, blatantly lying. And that if you want a more serious group of people to come in and be voters and be civically engaged people before and after the vote, then this kind of behavior needs to be cut out. It's a long-standing problem in this country, but it's more intense now because it's easier for them to be seen doing this now. And there's a large group of kids that are coming into the voting age right now, and this is what they focus on more so than the actual legislation and things that these people are getting paid to do. So I mean,
but why only one side being held to a standard?
I didn't hear Todd call up here when Trump did that. I didn't hear Todd call up here then, did he?
Right. I told you many times
we
before.
always got to take the high road.
Right.
Nah,
all
I
the
told
time,
you many
Todd. All the time.
Nah, y'all don't know me. Trust me, I'm on the low road a lot. But I've said many times Trump was a bad pick, man, and he still is. And Kenya, he's however you identify Kenya, and this is this is just something that we shouldn't be contributing to so much. If you really want the public, especially our segment of the public, black people, to push forward through government help, she needs to cut that out, man. She really does. But
this is where we're at. This is where we're at in politics right now.
Yeah.
So people are saying, okay, Democrats, you don't have a backbone. You're not standing up
when
to
will you
all
stand
of this bad
up?
behavior.
Thank you.
And then, you have this woman who wants to stand up against this bad behavior.
No, you have this black woman.
A black woman, yes, that wants
that's
to stand
very
up.
educated.
Yes.
A nice-looking black woman.
And she's really been breaking down what's been happening the entire time. So this is just an excuse.
And keeping the young folk, getting them engaged.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Let me just say this. I know this isn't really y'all's thing, but there are other people listening. Maybe y'all will be compelled to do so based on this. George Washington, hypocrite number one, in his farewell address, talked openly about how we need to not be so loyal to parties, political parties, because they will get out of control.
Yeah.
They will get out of control, and then eventually we'll have a country. Now, this isn't quoting him word for word, but we don't want a country where the parties are more important than the services that they're being paid to provide.
That's right.
And if y'all read his farewell address, hypocrite number one got that right back in 1796, and now look at where we are now.
All right,
So
Todd.
don't censor. Don't censor her, but hold that down, Jasmine.
All right, Todd. Later, man.
All right.
All right, leave y'all comments here. And again, we're talking about Marvin Sapp with telling him to close the door. Was he out of order to tell the ushers to close? Look, he said it 4 times. Close the door. Close the door.
Sure did.
Close the door.
He said we all leaving here at the same time.
All you doing is about to go get something to eat.
Not your business.
All right, what y'all got to say about it? And, of course, Representative Jasmine Crockett, they want to censor her for calling the governor of Texas, Abbott, Mr. Hot Wheels. Are we wrong for laughing?
Man,
is this wrong?
She said that's not what she meant. She meant about the trains, planes, and automobiles that they shipping the people into the neighborhood.
All right, tell us how you feel, man.